What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, back with more Dice A Million, a brand new roguelike dice builder, deck builder, where we're gonna draft a bunch of dice and try to roll a million. Probably. If you haven't seen the previous video, we covered my first look and a good tutorial for the game, but now we are in the second act, the second face of the die. I think there's going to be 6 faces as we slowly build up, but we're also at an interesting inflection point right now because I can build around some of the things that I currently have to probably clear this floor. We have the analog mini watch, which says every 6 rolls score a 6x multiplier. Every 4 rolls get +8 extra value to every die on the table, and a Jewel of Calm, which is allowing us 6 rolls each round rather than the typical 5. And why that's important is because if there are 6 rounds on a face, and each round I can roll the die 6 times, well, 4 and 6 are both divisible by 12, which means 6 rolls and then 12 rolls will be the final roll of each round, and that will mean that we can have a huge point bonus consistently every other round. Now, where we can potentially completely screw with all of those numbers is by skipping our rolls. The Oxidie takes an extra roll when we roll it, and up until this point, it has been probably our most powerful die. But I think I'm going to completely ignore it from now on because I want to keep my 6 rolls each round going and play to that. So that is the idea that I'm currently leaning on here. No clue if that is right or wrong, but I think that's what I'm gonna go for. And let's just roll a bunch of D3s and D4s and a D7 to start off with so we can see what we got going on. These are close to each other, so it starts to give additional points to those die. You saw some stuff happened there. That gave us 30 points. In 5 rolls, we need to hit 500 points, and our final roll will be a 6x multiplier. So we might want to hang on to some good stuff for that final roll here. In the meantime, I'll probably spend a D4. I do like the iron die, but we got to get some of these bad dice out of our hand. I picked up some clunkers in the first video as well. So what do we want to get through? You know what? Let's do this. Let's roll all of these ones. The digital mini watch seemed to go off there. No, it just ticked down because the progression of time. We also have the decimal die, which ups the value of every die to their next multiple of 10 and doesn't take up a space in hand when selected, so we can still pick more die here. I think this is a turn where we go for a big die. I still don't know what this decimal die really does, but it rolls 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60, and then ups itself, and then also gets a plus 1.7x multiplier on top of everything, and we'll also get a 2x multiplier because we're flipping it with the 2-face coin if the coin lands on even. Actually, that will be a requirement, but this is still probably worth going for. If we really want to make this work... Oh, what if we do that? Yeah. Let's use a choose card. I don't think we used a single card in the previous video, but I do think that this is a good time to use a card. So we're going to choose the casino die and make it roll a 1, because when we roll the casino die, if it's a 1 face, it changes the face on every other die to its highest 1. So we will grab a 60 out of this and then a 2 out of this, which will give it a 2x multiplier. And then we'll grab a bunch of 3s on the iron die plus the D3, which will then give those iron die a 3x multiplier, and we're also multiplying our odds by 2x as well. Seems good. Let's roll. So this is like guaranteed, and this is where the game... Oh, and are these other things 10xing? I'm really not sure what the decimal die does. I think it might have 10x'd me. I'm not sure. This is the digital mini watch roll. So this roll, everything will get Oh, could I have saved that for one extra time? Possibly. We also hit the mega die here. Yeah, there's some other good synergies in the deck that we might have wanted to consider. But for here, I'm just going to go for this. We'll use the mega die on the final roll, I suppose. And we have to get through these hollow dice. They're just getting thrown into the deck with the mega die. And this turn, I think we'll do something like this. What's left in the deck? Another Oxidai, which is just a 1 through 6. Another double die, a D4. Bottle caps. I don't really want to shuffle this in. We can do this. This is fine. So I definitely have some clunkers in the deck right now that I'll want to remove at some point. But now we can freely use the Oxidais. They're just D6s. We can also double die, and everything is going to get a 2x multiplier from this roll. We could make that 4x on top of that, and then we really have a bunch of cash to spend, and we can start to remove some other things from our deck. That's probably a fair use of it. The hollow die only fill up the deck one time, and then they crack, so I don't mind getting a few of those. And what if we actually take this out and just throw in bottle caps too? If we hit a 15 on the bottle of caps, it breaks and litters a bunch of bottle caps into our deck, but like, I don't know, how likely is that to happen? Yeah, we hit an 8. Now we get a bunch of points off of this, and that is going to give us a resounding, let's see, yeah, 1.7k, so we can easily hit the 500 required and move along here with a bunch of spending power in the next shop. 3x multiplier with other die, the same face as this, but it has very weird things. Oh, if we skip, we get 50 more spending cash. I do think that as the game goes on, things get increasingly expensive though, and it actually costs us 1.2k to remove stuff at this point. I went a little remove crazy in the previous video, but I do think I still have some like terrible clunkers in my deck. The main one right now are the 2 Oxidai, which I just have like no intention of using anymore. They were my big cards, but now they are really not good for me. Also, the granite die is not doing too much, but I guess it's good with like the D7 maybe. But I do think I want to take out this one that I just like am afraid to play. And we could still buy a card booster pack on top of that. So what do we want? A 2x multiplier. The next roll rings will activate an additional time. Oh, if we take this to the finale, we already can't lose. The only question is like, can we get to the finale? And I think so. Sure. Let's grab this and then let's remove an Oxidai from my deck. We've removed 20 dice in a single run, so now it is getting really expensive to keep doing so. What else do we see that we might want? We cannot buy the ring booster box. That's fine. Let's just re-roll here and read some of these. Exhausts other nearby dice. Plus 8 extra value to every die in your hand. Okay. Oh, but we can't buy that. Surprise egg for a random card. Only odd numbers, so it's always doubled. I think we're good, especially because we can't actually buy anything here. Let's move along. We can pay 62 and try to roll this. I don't think we'll ever hit, so let's just move into this. Looks like we have to hit 9k on the final fight, but I think we'll be able to do that. Let's save the decimal die and the... Yeah, this is where the Oxidai is really tricky, because I wouldn't mind if I could just like get it out of my hand, but it's just going to be stuck in my hand this entire game. So I think what I have to do here is just get rid of this stuff. Okay, I barely rolled anything there, and we need to hit 1k, but we hit 1k last time, so we can probably do it again. Let's continue to remove clunkers and roll this spread here. Have a die reach 10 extra value. Why did the granite die reach extra value? I don't know. We have the D7, the two-faced coin with some other multiplying stuff. Do we want to go for a big multiplier here now? Probably. We also get to throw in one more die since our decimal die doesn't take up room from its laconism. But if we save this for next roll, the problem is it's really tough to save it for the next roll. Because, oh, we just used the digital mini watch. Oh, that's how that happened. Oh. And then did we odd ring multiply it? That was our fourth roll, right? Because this happens on the second roll. This is every other match. The digital mini watch is going to be a lot easier to satisfy. Okay. So we can either do nothing for a long time and then get a really big, maybe we do hang on to the decimal die then just for that, and then still throw out, oh, that's right. It was the laconism that was allowing me to roll more things. Maybe let's do this then. It's just, do we want to throw this in or do we want to save this for our final roll, which will have a ×6 multiplier? I think it makes sense to just save it. It does mean our hands are going to be pretty constricted up until that point. And we are just going to want to roll any hallow die that we come across. We could keep the casino die here, or we could just roll it. Let's just roll this selection. All right, and then one more roll to get rid of. Yeah, I'll probably just get rid of that, and then we'll have the 6x on this next time. So now we'll see that both of these watches light up, and we can go for a really, really big number here. Oh yeah, we can throw in the oxidie on our final roll since it won't consume a roll, and this should be really big, and then we can do some fun stuff with this, right? So everything does get decimaled. I still don't quite understand how everything is working because it goes by pretty quickly, but we're understanding enough that we are making it through there. We can pay 1K and still have enough to make it through. And what do we want to grab here? The joined dice. So yeah, if you think about it as two D3s joined together. Oh, we can see the rolls. 1, 3. Oh, the conjoined sections read as bigger numbers. Oh, that's so funny. 1, 3, 12, 13, 23, 31. Oh, that's really cute. That is really cute. Okay, and then simply a D20, but with wealth to multiply itself by 2. So the average roll on a normal D20 is just going to be 10.5, right? So the average roll of this will be 21. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, this is just a nice, good, big die. I actually do kind of just want nice, good, big die as well. And, oh, we just grab some bonus pips here so that we can spend them in our next shop, right? Oh, I gotta grab it. Great. Okay, now what do we want to pick up? We cannot remove a die. That's going to be a tough thing. I do want to remove this oxidie whenever the game will let me, but it might not let me for a little bit. I kind of regret getting rid of all of my ancient die and stuff. I wanted to win. I wanted to clear the last run, but we might have went a little bit all in. We have a wealth time die, which is a 2x multiplier to everything in the next roll. Divides everything by 2 in this roll. Oh, so wealth time die is not that useful, but time die on the penultimate roll is very cool. Let's do this. Okay, there's the shy die, which can do some fun stuff. Draw 5 dice from your bag. Do you then just... Oh, I see. You probably then have a bunch of die, but you don't restock at the end of the turn in the same way. Let's maybe open up a booster pack and an enchanted dice booster pack and see what we can get out of here. Clone a die adds a ghost copy of a die in your hand. It will be destroyed after its roll. Oh, but look at this. rings. I do like auto reward. That's pretty cool. Activate the special rewards in the next round on the map without rolling the dice. That seems cool. And then let's grab an enchanted booster pack here too. We grab a loyalty shy die, a die of dice, which has echo. That just seems fun. And then a loyalty double die. I actually think loyalty is pretty good. And I don't have anything with loyalty yet. So let's grab that. Do I want to re-roll? Sure. Another pinata with loyalty. I don't know if a pinata loyalty works. We can grab this. Permanently transforms a die into your hand into another random one. That's like removing a die. That is really, really important. Marble, its face value is 1 for each marble in your bag. Increases the chance of getting more marbles. Oh, that's so silly. I like that there's like jacks and marbles and other cute gamey things. This kind of feels like a game to like some extent you could kind of like make up as a kid because you just like have a collection. Like you don't have a full game, right? You just have all of these collections of various dice and you're like, oh, maybe I could, this dice does this thing when I roll it and that could be fun. But I definitely want the transform. This is like the soda from Zumino's, so that seems good to me. Let's move into the next round, but I guess there's no branching reward paths yet. Okay, so I can't really show what this does. I do want to read the pyro. After each roll, places a fire that will burn very nearby dice. What does burn mean? Okay, well, we'll figure it out when it happens, I suppose. Let's move into this round. We should be able to clear this round if we were able to clear the round leading up to this one, right? And now we have the time die, which we can use on turn 5. Turn 5 time die. How do we get there then? Probably just spending these ones. I like hanging on to the double die. I like the casino die as well, but we gotta roll our dice here. And yeah, we're just gonna use, I'm gonna roll the double die whenever we find it because it has loyalty and maybe we'll get to keep it. And we're just going to save the transfer. We're going to save the ring until the end of the floor, probably. Do we get loyalty? I don't know. We did. We did get loyalty. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Let us roll these again. We could keep the D7 to roll with the granite die. And then what am I doing? Rolling the double die here? Now, wait a second. 2 left, 4 left. Okay, yeah, no. There's still 6 rolls per round. This is fine. Yeah, let's roll this. We could have also kept the 2-face coin. It's kind of good with the decimal die on a 50-50 though. So I'm fine just rolling it randomly. It's also really good to roll the coin with the double die because then it's like very likely to hit at some capacity in that. Let's just do this. Oh, everything has a +7 or +8 on this roll. But yeah, nothing much we could do about that. Did Cupid happen? I think it did. And then we grab some more bottle caps on top of everything else. At some point, I might want to remove the cola, but honestly, it seems fine. I do want to roll the granite die with my D7. And hopefully they can land next to each other. We could keep wealth and do these. Oh, 2 rolls. We need to play the time die this turn. Glad I saw that. This is perfect. So we half the roll with our hallow die. We just soup up the granite die for future. And then for the final roll, we're going to play everything. And we actually need to hit because, yeah, we haven't reached the goal yet. But I think we should be able to reach the goal with our 4x and our 2x. So that's an 8x on top of whatever else we do. And this is what we're doing. So it's an 8x plus this thing, which is a 2x, and this thing, which is like a 10x maybe. I'm not exactly sure what that does. Oh, does that just put everything at exactly 10? Probably. I see it now. So rather than everything rolling a 6 or a 4, so you can just roll whatever with that, and it makes it roll a 10. I now understand what decimation does. Let us pay this, and we are still left with 3K, so we're doing totally fine. We could take another D20, but without multiplication, it's not as useful. And it gains extra value. Is this good with decimation? Maybe. Plus 8 extra value for 8. Face equal or greater than 8. Yeah, I think both of these are totally fine. I'll do this. Some of the, what things do is like a little bit confusing at first. Oh, auto reward, but I'm full up on cards. Oh, because I never got rid of the Oxidai. I should have used this card. Can I use it? Permanently transforms a die into your hand. No. In the next round on the map without rolling the die, let's use it because I'm about to pick up a card. No, we can't. All we can do is sell one of these. So that way we can grab that. Okay, fair enough. Messed up a little bit. A Rubik's Cube, when rolls, dismantles in 6 pieces whose face... When rolled, it dismantles in 6 pieces whose face is the same as this. I don't understand. The D7s and D8s are cute. Let's pick up a stamp here, I suppose. And I just want this on this. I don't need more cards. I don't understand what this does. I probably just want to remove a die now. This seems good. We could remove the bottle of caps. I think let's just get rid of the Oxidai, though. Two-faced coin. Yeah, I'm just done with this thing. I don't want anything to do with it. I know we have other ways to get rid of it, too, but I think that's fine. And, like, what if I just get in some, like, middling stuff here? I don't understand what this does. Let's try it. Good attitude, right? And let's move into our next round where we just get to grab a ring. We only have like 4 rings, right? Any timey-wimey things. Why is this click symbol here? Click. Oh, maybe it's like it's an activate ability. Ah, or we can curl the finger maybe. Choose a die on the table. From now on, you will draw that die during the first roll of every round as long as you have this ring. Ah, so is there something I'd always like to draw first? I mean, maybe the Rubik's Cube, if the Rubik's Cube is good. Don't need to draw this early because we'll draw it late. We could put it on a hollow die. The same dice will always roll. Every same dice will always roll the same face. We've seen this one. Fusion ring. Every time a die gets exhausted on the table, get a random card. I think we take the friendship ring and maybe like don't even use it. We just hang on to this for a second because the other ones did not really seem super useful and I can still hold 5 more rings. So we're fine. Let's move along to our 4K round here. And I'm probably just going to start off with my loyalty. We have a bunch of options now, which just feels like... It just feels like we have so much more room to play now that we don't have to worry about drawing the Oxidai, right? We do have a few hollow dice in our... Oh, cancel. Did I accidentally click that? I might have, just while I was talking there, but looks good to me. We grabbed our loyalty die back again, which is cool. Oh, yeah, let's make it our loyalty die. Yeah. Let's start every round with our loyalty die so that way we can just roll it each round just for like passive fun over the course of the game. I think I'm going to transform the bottle caps. It is scaring me a little bit. It's been fine for us, but we just don't need it. Now we'll take the Dada die, 3x multiplier, 2 other dice with the same face as this. It's fine. It's whatever. It's probably just a 10, but the chance at a 20 with the decimal die. What else can we do here? We can hollow die. We're definitely going to want to save. I mean, really, we could just play whatever and use the decimal die on the final roll, and we're probably fine. Our final roll will also have the digital mini watch, so everything will get +8, and everything will get ×6. And probably everything else will get other multipliers as well. What if we do something like this here? Looks fine. Nothing super impressive. That did not work. But what can we do? This, I think, is fine to just roll without the decimal die now that I understand how the decimal die works. Giving plus value to the wealth die, though, is good, and it's a 2x multiplier, so maybe we do save this one. So then what would be the roll here? These ones? Sure. Or we, like, hang on to these. I mean, yeah, we're just going to go for a big final roll. I think that that's pretty conventional there. And then, oh, I guess loyalty will make it so that we are less likely to draw. Like, we did not hit the 2x time die this time because we were messing around doing other stuff. That's fine. We definitely hang on to the mega die here, though. And do we wish to play this? No, let's just hang on to this. That way we know we have a solid roll next turn. And I'm going to assume we will hit the 4K. Yeah, with the digital mini watch, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. So we play all of these. We actually get an extra one here because of that. We could roll the Rubik's Cube. I don't know what this means, but it dismantles into 6 pieces, and then all of those 6 pieces will assumedly get +8 extra value. So that's gotta be good, huh? And all of those extra pieces might also be 10, and then that might make them 18. Let's see. And then we're gonna multiply it by 4. I'm sure we'll get there, right? So they're each 10, and then 240. Great. We got to 8K. So we're feeling pretty good, and if we can get to 8K just with that, if we can make that a little bit better, we should be able to easily clear 9K for the final boss of this face, and we also can ×2 it if we really need to. Plus 2.5x multiplier to nearby dice, then destroys itself. Nearby, though, huh? I don't know if that's good. +1 extra value per die on the table. I mean, this is just a fine die, so I suppose we'll just take it. It's better than... maybe the 400 was better. Have a D7, a D10, and a D8 in your bag. Read those in a weird order, but now we've unlocked the D12 as sort of like roguelite progression here, right? Sudoku, 5x multiplier per die matching its face. And it rolls a 1 through 9. Oh, that's really cute though. Choose 1 out of 3 random items. Remove a die. Do I still have die I'd like to remove? Not really. I don't have die that I need to remove anymore. As our deck gets bigger and bigger, we are potentially in a position where we won't hit the decimal die. So that is something to consider rather than just buying a bunch of stuff. But there's cool stuff here. Gives between 50 and 100 when you piggy die it. I think I might rather just buy a mystery sack, a ring, and remove a random die. I think that looks like a good move from here. Here's our ring options. An even ring. 2x multiplier to dice with an even face. That just means a flat 2x multiplier over the whole thing if I have evens and odds. But I think evens are better for me with my decky, the thing that hits them up to 10. +2 extra value to every die on the table. No, I like the even ring with this run. Let's also take a look at the mystery sack. Don't want this. Ooh, this is enchanted. Wealth. Ooh, wealth on the joined die. Seems cool. And we've unlocked the purple hand. So I think the hands are like characters, and we can, like, I don't think they're things we buy. I think they're just like different starting loadouts. And if we take a look, the white hand, starts with a reroll card. I must have already used it. I was thinking that the white hand like immediately used a reroll card, but imagine the different hands have different, I'm blocking all of this. I have 5 rolls. I've got a hand size of 5, 8 dice per turn, and that's how many dice I draw and like are on the table. But my hand size is a little misleading because that's how many dice can fit in my hand that I roll. And charisma of 1. Oh, charisma. No clue what that implies. Let's remove a dice. You know what? Let's not. Let's hang on to 5K. I think that is actually much better for us because this is the round that could be a little bit tricky. The pyro round is, yes, and we can't take it with us. That was part of the reason I spent a bunch of stuff. You can't take any pips into the final face boss. But we can take pips into this one, so now we really don't have to worry that much about clearing this round. So the Rubik's Cube, I'm not sure how I'll want to use that, but we're always playing that. I'm always breaking my hollow dice here, and this looks like a good start. I 2x the 0, right? No, 0 is not considered even nor odd. Okay. We're going to hang on to this. I am going to roll the granite die with the D7, but maybe I hang on to that for turn 4 with my digital mini watch. So if we're not doing that, I mean, this is good with the mini watch too. This is good on the final roll, but it's a little bit early to hang on to it. Nah, you know what? Let's do this. This is fine. We want the granite die to land here, but the Rubik's Cube can also work well with this dice too. Nothing. Oh wait, but does this crack open and then give points? Oh, and it did hit. It barely hit that, but it counted it for me. That was generous. Let's roll a bunch of D3s here, plus my double die. And hoping to draw the time die right now. Right? Oh, no. This is roll 4. So we'll just play all of this stuff. We can actually throw this one in there. Oh, we don't have to, though. That's fine. We'll do these ones. What if I actually did this? Save this for the final one. Yeah, Cupid die is probably fine for the final roll. Cool, we got some bonuses here. Wait, maybe I misread that, but it worked out. This is perfect. Time die, this is exactly when we want to draw the time die, and I'm thinking this will just basically be our final roll. So I'm gonna do a bad roll here, a throwaway, and I could even see potentially using. Now we're just gonna. Here's the thing: we can't take any of these pips with us. So I was going to say, if we get any hollow dice, I might want to try to crack them right now, so that way I don't have any hollow dice going into the final round. But I barely have any hollow dice going into the final round. We can't take the pips with us, so I'm not going to roll the mega die. I am simply going to roll these ones. Looks good. We will get a 2x here. We do get to bring our cards with us, so that's good. We Cupid, but there are too many close die to the Cupid die, so we won't get the bonus there, but we do still get some other large bonuses for another 8k, and we can pay half of our current pips and pick up some other stuff. That's not useful. That's not useful. That's not useful. Like I said, we can't take any pips with us, so we definitely want to remove a die, and I probably want to grab. Oh, a ring? Sure, a ring, an enchanted die, probably a 2x multiplier. Tracks everything on the table. +1 charge to charge die, funny. Its face is always 50. Discards other nearby dice. Oh no, that's terrible. Let's grab a ring, because we still have some ring slots. Every time a die gains extra value, gains +2. Increases the range of dice with area effects. That's bad with Cupid though. +8 extra value to dice with their highest face. Only for dice with more than one face though, of course. Do I have anything else that cares about range? Oh, I do. I have my D7s. So I'll be nerfing my Cupid die, but I'll be increasing both of my D7s. And that's it. Well, I could grab this and remove my Cupid die, but I think it's probably also just fine to remove a random D3. Guess I could also remove a hollow die, but I think we're going to be fine on this fight, so I'm not stressed about this one as much as I was the last one, though admittedly I don't know what these burns are, and if the burns make each roll like just a chance of it not working entirely, then we could be in trouble. If burns like half points or something on spaces that or dice that land in those spaces, it might just mean we have to get half points on our final roll and we'll 2x it or something. That's what I would imagine if I'm going to take an educated guess right now. Let's grab an aura ring. I think it's good scaling. Let's grab a multiplier. Let's also grab an enchanted die from this. We can grab an eternal. Can't be destroyed nor discarded on the table. Can't be exhausted either. Places a note that will give +5 value to very nearby dice in next rolls. We also have another Laconism die, which is Carlos's die. X multiplier to everything, X being the number on its face. Oh, wow, that's very good. And then a two-faced coin with Eternal. Let's go for Carlos's die. That sounds quite good. And then I think I'm just going to remove a random die. And then we can probably re-roll and buy something else. But, I do still think I like the mega die for the final roll of the boss. I don't know if the Rubik's Cube could potentially backfire. We could get rid of Cupid, but I think we just get rid of a random D3, to be honest. I think that that's fine. Now let's roll because, like I said, we can't take it with us here. Oops, I accidentally double rolled. What can we do? Well, all of these are bad. I don't think we're going to be able to afford anything now. We can buy this. Even die. Only even numbers. Sure. It's not that exciting. It doesn't like multiply. At some point you only want things that multiply, right? Nearby dice gain extra value equal to their face. I can't lock things, unfortunately. We double rolled, we fat fingered it, and you know, that's the skill of rolling dice. Sometimes we can either buy this or we can just completely, yeah, I think I do just want to burn my extra pips. I think that this is totally fine because we want to make sure that we have drawn our good stuff by the final round here. So what does burning do? After each roll, places a fire that will burn very nearby dice. I think that burning, well, I don't really know. Throwing out the hollow die early is good. We could throw out some other stuff here. This is probably a reasonable roll. Yeah, let's see what burning does now. So there's just going to be a burn somewhere on this board, assumedly. So there's a burn, and does it just like completely rip the die and also this does not increase the fire, right? If so, that was like the worst purchase ever. But I think we'll be all right. It does mean that leading up to the final roll is kind of scary, but we're going to ring 2x and we're going to multi 2x and we're going to digital mini watch. It's going to be fine. We're going to be all right. Okay. We always just want to throw that out. I'm like kind of saving this for the granite die, I suppose. I don't know if I really need the 2x coin. I just don't feel super inclined to keep the 2x coin. But this is fine for now, I think. Okay, how close was stuff? Was stuff close enough that it got burned? Yes. They get zeroed out. Wow. Okay, well, this might be the end of our run then. This burn is tough. The burn got +8. I don't know if that helps me though. This die got +8. That is helpful. I think we might need to get some smaller but still good rolls in at some point. Let's try this. Yeah, these things are just landing too close. So what's happened? Is this going to be like zeroed out and then can it return to our hand as a 0 die? No, it just got burned. Yeah, really not sure what's going on there. Rubik's Cube is bad with the Cupid die, which is already kind of bad to begin with. We're hanging on to the Mega die for the final roll because we are possibly just going to need it. Rubik's Cube actually just gets worse and worse over time. Cupid die I'll also hang on to for the final roll. And so I suppose I'm doing this now. Okay. Next turn we're hoping to rip the time die. So I got like nothing out of this entire roll. Okay. I can't see how we make it through here. This seems just very, very tough. And what is possibly nearby is just shrinking slowly and slowly. We did not hit the time die, so that's a bit of a bummer. We'll throw out these ones, and the Cupid die is like very, very unlikely to work too. Oh, it's this roll. It's this roll. Thank you, indicators. Use. Okay. This. We got one more. This. Okay. I think we've lost, but let's see. Oh, I'm blocking. Well, you can see what the pyro does at this point. Let's see if we are able to make it to 9K. We've got a bunch of multipliers, but how many things are just simply going to get burned? Can this just do it, actually? Does the burn take out other multipliers? I don't know. Yes, we still got there. Okay, thank goodness. And apparently it wasn't even close. We are a quarter of the way to 1 million. So we had some good strategies. The pyro really, really made me sweat it there, but we were able to get through. I'm going to pick up a few things to end this video before we go into the next round here. And, or maybe, is this it? Was that the full? Oh, based off my performance, I earned stars, which I can spend on the boss shop. When rolled with 5 charges plus 25 extra value to every die on the table, 5x multiplier to dice with the same face as this, I'm going to grab an additional star because that seems good. And none of these seem particularly useful, but I guess we'll play into the 6s of it all. And we are going to lose all of our stars. We already lost all of our pips, of course. And Isaac's die, oh yeah, that looks familiar, right? Rolls every die that rolled, re-rolls every die that rolled its lowest face. If its face is a 5, give an extra roll and exhausts, which I assume means can only be used like once per go. I want to take a look at the rings. We are almost full up on rings, but we have 5 things to spend. I'm assuming the first thing is going to cost 1, second thing is going to cost 2, then the third thing is going to cost 3, so I won't actually be able to buy 3 things, but we could buy 2 rings here. 3x multiplier to dice with 6 faces. Okay, more multipliers are good. I like the letter X whenever I see it. Gives Pip every roll. Adds 1 to its value every time a die rolls 1, 2, or 3. Oh, so this is like a different thing that you can scale up. It could be very, very good early. Every roll gives 1% of the target's Pip of the round. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. And the maximum of 1,000 makes sense because that's 1% of a million. Cute. Huh. I don't think these are going to restock. I think I'm going to take the wedding ring and the conservative ring. Kind of a weird pivot at the end of this video for sure. And then I think we're just going to wind up donating. Let's start with this, then let's do this, and then we will simply donate. So that will give us nothing, just my gratitude. Last time we got some bonuses up here. We got invert. Sure. I don't think that card's that great, but that will complete our run of phase 2. In the next video, we'll see if we can take this into phase 3, which probably is not the final phase, right? The final phase is probably phase 6 if we are, extrapolating some of those ideas. So we will pick up here in the next video, but for today, that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.